The update for Qwen-Image-Editor model 2509 Plus version is an image editing model. This version update maintains consistency well, both in terms of promotion and my actual testing results. This update supports single image, dual image, and triple image inputs, which means it provides support for multi-reference input options. Like our previous tasks, such as image fusion, single image editing, and Google image guided generation, we've done quite well. Then let's look at the workflow. I'm using RunningHub, the largest online conference platform globally. The large model tested here is based on the BF16 precision model. Under normal scaling at 1536, it takes about 2 minutes on a 48 gigabit GPU. Of course, you can reduce the number of steps and change CF to 8:1 for faster processing. So I'm just spending some time here to look at where it performs best together with all of you. Single image editing. We input an image, then enter the dimensions and input it into the text encoder of the image editing model. Here, you can input up to 3 items, 1, 2, 3. If you're working with a single image, just input image 1. The prompt is also very simple. We can directly express it as, the motorcycle in figure 1 is parked on the moon. Looking at the results, it's much better compared to the previous version, almost maintaining the same level of similarity. Additionally, in this image, there's a slight rotation and shift of the camera angle. If we send multiple images, just put them in image 2. What about these 2 images? If I directly use them as references, I find they have too much similarity. So I did some pre-processing earlier, placing both on a white background. After such pre-processing, the output results will be better. The third test we did was a 3-view drawing, which isn't something very difficult, so it should be no problem for the editor model either. The fourth test is someone holding a rice cooker. In terms of personal evaluation, among millions of image models, the probability of failure is already quite low. So understand this, by holding the electric rice cooker with your hands and keeping the 2 input images consistent, there should be no problem. But looking at this test result, the face looks similar, but the proportions are definitely off. There's still some issue. Before the ComfyUI version was updated, this encoding node only had image as input, so at that time, multiple images were connected and sent in together. The effect will be poor, but after updating with nodes that support multiple image inputs, the performance will improve significantly. In this test, I input an image and then extract a skeleton from another reference image. The character is also posed in a sitting cross-legged position. This isn't a feature we later developed, it's officially supported. It even allows line-based control. Navigate to RunningHub's AI or click the link in the introduction to register and get 120 HB. Log in daily to receive an additional 100 points. The corresponding AI workflow and one-click AI applications have been deployed online and can now be run and tested online. The 6th test, Quitus swung his axe. Completing this task was very reasonable. So here's a possibility of what I meant to express, the VAE encoder. If we particularly care about the consistency or similarity of a specific image, we can encode and input that image. This encoding determines the aspect ratio of the generated image. This conclusion was reached in this way. When I do double image referencing, I notice that then the first image always looks more like the second one. 7th workflow. Place the rice cooker on the table. In the Qwen-Image-Editor Plus model, even though we might no longer have such a need to place elements on a white background, I thought of a scenario where if we want to control the placement position precisely, it can greatly increase the probability of directly locking onto the desired location. The 8th test. What about Qwen's image model? It is a model that supports Chinese. Earlier, we mentioned its excellent poster function, which means we can write some text so that it completes 2 tasks. First, make the mech raise its thumb, and second, display the text. Great job. You can see that both tasks were perfectly accomplished. The last test was female Q cheating. As you can see, the similarity between them dropped dramatically. It's the same in the official self-test as well. The 3 images we input should take up as much of the screen space as possible so that our final results will be better. If it's too far away, it might not be quite right. If the model has strong computing power, we recommend using it directly. The BF16 precision version was officially released by ComfyUI. If our computational power is limited, we can use quantization models and combine them with acceleration models. This opinion is just my personal view because this video might have been made quite some time ago. If there are any other updates from other creators, this channel mostly shares open source models and projects. However, it's the closed source models that truly make RunningHub powerful. He brought down the prices of many popular models, like V2. Some models like Kelling and Wanshang have specifications that are even lower than the officially announced prices. The more you use it, the more you'll realize that saving up over time really adds up.